here in the midst of, we've got a jury trial ongoing, but we'll take a little break from that and do this arraignment. All right, so we have an arraignment in People of the State of Michigan versus Brandy Ann Fisher. It's file 21-93178FH. Counsel, you want to state your appearances, please, beginning with the people?
Jeremiah Buffalo work on behalf of the people.
Your Honor, Mike Vogler here representing Brandy Fisher for this arraignment.
All right, good afternoon. And Ms. Fisher, it's alleged that you are in contempt of court for failing to appear for a court hearing in this matter back on November 29th of the year 2021. You have the right to have a hearing on that allegation, at which it would need to be proven beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to the assistance of a lawyer at that hearing and to present any evidence in your own defense. If I do find you to be in contempt of court, I could jail you for up to 93 days and or fine you up to $7,500. You should also be aware, before you would make any admissions here today, if you were so inclined, that the prosecutor could possibly, depending on the circumstances, issue a charge of absconding on a felony bond, which is a new felony charge. Also, if I believe that you're not complying with the conditions of your release, I can revoke that release. Do you understand the rights that you have and the maximum penalty that you could face, Ms. Fisher?
Yes.
And Mr. Vogler, do you know how she wishes to proceed?
Your Honor, at this time, I think she'll just stand mute on that.
Okay.
And ask for have the matter set for a hearing.
Has she requested and does she qualify for assigned counsel?
Your Honor, yes, I believe she does. I have a so I would be I think she qualifies, and I would be representing her.
I'll sign the order referring it to the
I've already
local.
marked the box.
Okay, yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I'll find that she is financially unable to retain an attorney and she's referred to the local appointing authority for appointment. Schedule it for a docket call on the underlying charge. Looked like of 2 counts of child abuse third degree. So we'll schedule it for a docket call and then a contempt hearing on December 1st at 11 a.m. And as to any release questions, Mr. Burgo?
Your Honor, the people strongly oppose any release or bond. It's been over 3 years since she ran from us, and now she is absolutely going to be facing absconding charges if I get any police report that doesn't obviate against it. And I would also like to note that all and any prior offers that have been issued for pleas are hereby withdrawn.
Mr. Vogler?
Yes, Your Honor. So Ms. Fisher did turn herself in to the Prescott County Jail yesterday. Her sister drove her here. She informs me that over the last several years, she has in fact turned herself in at various places downstate, one including Port Huron. She was specific on January 28th or February 24th, 2023. She turned herself in at Port Huron, but there was apparently no attempt to pick her up on that. She counted almost 7-8 times here, twice in Macomb County she turned herself in. So she definitely now is here to face the charges. She's been living at 14860 Faircrest Street, Detroit, Michigan for the last 4 years. She has a working telephone number there. Her sister is is not employed, disability, which just started here in May of 2025. She does have some severe COPD and some other heart issues and cancer issues going on with her. She does have an arraignment at 2 o'clock in the district court today. That's going to be on a charge that's alleged unlawfully. I can't get the charges in front of me, but a couple of charges, they're felonies. But they are in fact the subject of the show cause that the court had scheduled back in November of 2021. I will tell the court though, and I'm not 100% sure on why that was submitted to the court to be signed, but it's very clear from my looking at the complaint in that case and when she posted bond in this case that the events alleged in the district court case right now occurred at least 3 weeks before she ever posted bond on this case. So I think if the allegation there is that she somehow committed another felony while out on bond on this case, I don't think that will stand. So with that said, Your Honor, I would ask, originally the bond was 10,000, 10%. That the court give her some reasonable bond. As far as I know, I mean, she's 43 years old. I don't believe she has any convictions on her record. Huh? I don't know.
You can tell your lawyer something privately, but run it through him before you would tell me anything, okay? Because we don't want you to say anything that would hinder the rights that you have, okay?
I was supposed to go start treatment.
Well, you can say that.
Okay, so I have severe COPD stage 3 with asthma, but I also have a 4-inch hole in my left lung that is being monitored by my lung doctor. And I was diagnosed with progressive cancer on my left ovary. So I was in the middle of starting my treatments and whatnot for that too.
Well, thank you. Mr. Wergo, can you help me understand the district court arraignment that'll be coming up? Are there new charges that are?
They are wholly unrelated to this file, Your Honor. It is for UDAA and forgery of a title.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. Well, Ms. Fisher, you know, the case I have in front of me is a charge of child abuse in the 3rd degree would be a maximum of 2 years. It's, you know, not the kind of case we would typically want to hold somebody on a revoked bond, but then when you know, you don't appear for court, and then it's been almost 4 years since we issued that warrant. Don't reside in the area. Through your attorney, you're talking about all the various times you've turned yourself in. Well, that kind of cuts both ways. That tells me there's plenty of times that you've needed to turn yourself in because you haven't appeared for stuff. So I'm just concerned if I cut you loose on bond again, that we don't really have any assurance that you're going to appear because for 4 years you haven't taken care of this matter. So I'll order at this time that Ms. Fisher's bond to be revoked. She'll be remanded into the care and custody of the Prescott County Sheriff. I'll see you on December 1st at 11 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.